2 for the big one, sorry.
Okie dokie. Tape
That's
is
a whole lot of board.
rolling. We're getting ready to go live. It's
It's
Friday.
Friday.
It's December.
Lies.
All lies. We're all gonna die. Where's Jack going? Alrighty, quiet on the set.
Shh, let me get the stream up here.
Hello, this is Lord British, and you are watching Lunch with Laz and Jack.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better frickin' place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to December, folks. December 1st, 2017 on a Friday here. Rolling into the holidays, of course, we're in full swing. And for those of you guys paying attention out there, of course, we've got the Release 48 Postmortem Mini Telethon going on today. And lots of other stuff to tell you all about. Chris has gotten in a little bit more conversation. We've got the Master of the Forge going on. We've got everybody screaming about the Master of the Forge, you know, and you gotta love those guys out there. No matter how much they try, they just don't get it, you know.
Yeah, it's one where I don't even want to deal with it, other than the fact that you know what, I did actually trigger some spam messages last night on while editing and adding the auctions.
You think? Just a couple little messages.
Well, I mean, I was editing 31 different products, and I didn't let them all load properly before I was clicking save, and so it generated some spam messages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why it got sent out to everybody.
So is that why I won 20 Dark Star items for 50 cents? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I wish that you did, because and I can't believe someone already outbid me on the Chaotic Reign of Death.
Dude, I took a little peek while, of course, setting up for today's show, and man, the auctions are off to a fierce start out there. There's already people jumping on those
people
auctions.
Bidding on stuff. I mean,
people are already there. Whether they're starting small, but I've seen some of them just already starting 25, 35.
Well, Core Shield's already at $50.
Is it already at 50?
Yeah, Core Shield is already at 50, and it is a pretty damn sweet shield. So, but yeah.
And let's see. I say hello out there to everybody joining us, of course. And Artorius Magnus, Skeggy Media's out there. Sir Langs. Oh, yeah. I don't know what you did there, Sir Langs. Let me take a peek over here.
He said, woohoo, all in caps.
Oh, yeah, all in caps. All right. Now, I can't do that. Yeah. And Marguerite McLean joining the crowd out there. Yeah, you've already angered Moobot, Marguerite. I tell you what, you know, it's not nice to anger Moobot.
He can do that on my channel. Nightbot may or may not do anything. I don't know.
Actually, Nightbot and Moobot both chimed in.
I know they both yelled at him. Hey, but I've got the all important Streamlabs spot,
yes,
aka Onkbot.
I gotta love this. I haven't seen that name in a little while.
Yeah. everybody's coming back.
Well,
Because
again,
you know what's going to happen today?
did you see the tweet by Richard
What's gonna
today that we got into on that
No.
conversation? We retweeted that tweet.
No,
Tweety bird.
what did he tweet out?
Tweets.
Well, Skeggy was asking, and Skeggy has mentioned that he wanted to know what the most burning question was, and Richard replied, "Well, why don't you just ask? I might answer it." And the burning question was, when is the release date gonna be? And let me reload this. It got stuck there for a second. I'll actually read the whole commentary there as it happened. Skeggy says the burning question is the official launch, and if you want to give me the scoop on this, great. But I am patient, man, and looking forward to the beginning of the next great chapter. And Richard said the scoop is we will announce the final date very soon.
Today.
Smiley face.
Today.
Really?
Today.
Very soon. Really.
Yes.
And that's the official scoop right from Richard Garriott. So
Yes.
now,
Well, we do know that
really
according-
very soon, really that is, could be as early as this afternoon. Of course, we've been
Today.
promised that we would find this out by
By
end
the
of
end
the
of the
month.
year.
End of the year, yes. Well, end of the month
Yes.
now. And what do we got here?
Yeah,
Bogman. Bogman.
Jack. Jack's getting whacked.
Bogman. Someone's been playing
Bogman.
around in the swamp.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's up with the green stink? Shit, this is killing me.
Looking
I don't
for
know.
corn syrup. Looking for the corn syrup.
Yeah,
It's
I got to
just
heal.
sitting there
up.
spamming on me
Starch.
like, yeah.
I know. I had to get out of the.
Yeah, a guy can't just sit on his lot and do nothing around here, I tell you.
I know. It's the bog.
That's right. You never know what's going to happen here on the set of NBNN. You never know when a dragon's going to appear and just knock everybody on their asses, whether it's going to be a skeleton army or a bogger army, bogman army. That
Obviously, the bogmen do not know the wonders of cornstarch.
You.
Up in
That's
flames
killer.
they go.
Yeah.
Ass.
So, let's see. Have you seen Valo's Christmas song yet?
I have not.
Oh, come on. It's got NBNN prominently displayed.
I've heard, and I have not seen a link yet to it. I saw a blurb someplace, but I don't think I may recall where I saw that. But
Or did he message that to me directly?
again, I saw a blurb about it someplace, but I don't recall there being a link to it.
I watched it last night, so and I laughed hysterically, and then I
Okay.
think I liked it.
Well, that's good
let's
then.
see.
Of course,
Do I
I
need to
can't.
provide you the
can't-
link?
I would like a link. I can't play it right now because
Okay. Let's see. There's your link.
yay! Everybody else who wants to go check that out right now. by
Oh,
all
yeah.
means. Or is it one of those that I'm not going to have any problem with, and we're just going to wind up playing it on Monday anyway? I don't know. How long is
You're-
it? Let me ask you that question.
It's 3 minutes long.
3 minutes long. Should we load it up?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I haven't seen it yet, and of course this will be
it's-
the
it-
NBNN world premiere of. That's what I did. I saw the blurb in my email. That's where I saw it. Okay.
Yeah. You ready?
Let's get now. I got to get out to YouTube and maximize it here and get it all ready
Okay,
for.
let me know when that's
playing.
done. I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah. All right.
And then
You
my
ready?
phone's over on my charger on my bed. Yep, I'm ready whenever you are.
Where the
So
hell is
3,
that
2,
coming
1.
from? Hold on.
Play.
Stop.
Oh, you're already playing or
No,
something?
there's some other music playing in the background there. Or is that another copy of this playing someplace?
Cornstarch song.
I don't.
I'm hearing music in the background. It sounds like it's coming from you.
cornstarch song.
It's not from me. I'm not playing anything.
Okay, I don't know what happened. Oh, I see what happened. It was playing on the actual link. I see.
Yeah.
So it wasn't actually playing where I wanted it to play. Okay. Let's get this up on screen. Let's see if that's close enough. Yeah, that's good enough. Hopefully they can see that. 3, 2, 1. Counts down.
Go. You gotta love the trigger warning.
Offensive.
I know.
Big beardy game.
Yeah.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Oh, snowman, Jesus.
Everywhere you go, take a look at NBNN.
That's all the band with.
Yeah.
Boobs appearing every show. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Turkeys in the store, but the prettiest sight to see is Dracus that will be pwned on his front door. A brown bike off its hat and a hot tub that's fat is the wish of Beric and Star. Layers that kill just for the thrill is the hope of Chris and Paul. And Lum is working on the quest, the story mustn't be poor. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Valo's back in town. Someone's flagged at the Owl's Head Square. Survival will be rare. Most salt it is collected with a frown. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Care Bears.
Care Bears everywhere. And the thing that will make it great is enabling player hate. Festivity with flair.
This one's really old. And imagine that. Laz is standing there too.
Yeah, it's in black and white.
Laz is standing there.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Turkeys in the store, but the prettiest sight to see is Dracus that will be pwned at his front door. Sure, it's Christmas once more.
I must say, beautiful, Valo. Beautiful.
That is absolutely incredible, and excellent job by Vallo. Excellent job indeed. That's pretty cool.
I especially like the part where you're getting killed in it.
Like the
Is,
puppies.
bouncing
Puppies was good.
boobs. You gotta love the inclusion of the bouncing boobs. I tell you what,
That's right.
Wouldn't be Christmas. But yeah, that was pretty well done. Good job out there, and of course, don't forget all sorts of things going to be happening over the holidays, and of course, there's going to be the WRFB Christmas song again. As I hear, we're gonna be recruited this weekend to do our parts.
Yes, I have to sing my part over the weekend some point in time.
Justin broke out last year's song on last night's show, and I'll throw that in the mix for you all right after today's show, so you can all hear last year's song.
You know it's on the soundboard, right?
Yeah, but it's too long to put on the soundboard right now in the middle of the show.
Yeah, it definitely is.
We'll throw it on the radio, and of course, maybe when we have the other song finished, we'll play them back to back so we can see the difference between last year's and this year.
You really want everybody to know exactly how tone deaf we all are, and
that's the whole fun of it.
Oh yeah.
Not everybody has auto tune like he does over there.
We are not lyrical gangsters either.
But moving right along is, of course, don't forget today the Postmortem Telethon is happening. You can start donating now. Actually, you could have started donating 15 minutes ago, and you can donate straight up until midnight tonight. To get in on all the telethon swag for the amount they raise. So you want to go into that real quick and tell the boys and girls what they can and cannot get?
No. Because I have to scroll up for that.
Scroll up, damn it. Scroll up.
Yeah, and it really is just scroll up because I was on the questions. So if you contribute $5 new money today, if 10,000 is raised, you will be the proud recipient of the Icicles pattern cloak. At 25K, it's the ice hot tub because we all want our testes all the way up in our throats.
Shrinkage! Don't they know anything about shrinkage?
Shrinkage is a real thing. At 35K is the ice elemental statue with icy effects. At 50K is the ice sword and ice shield. 65K of new money would be the ice crown and ice and snow themed gown and ice wand. And at 80K, the ice dragon statue with icy effects.
Now, what do you think? You think that everybody's in a festive enough mood starting out this December to hit that 80K today? What do you think? What's your vibe on this?
Okay, so for me, telethons really are about the developer energy, and if they are actually energetic and they make that announcement about launch, if they make that announcement about the launch date during this telethon,
comes,
we will
I think
raise a lot more money.
Yeah,
we will raise a lot more money.
Easier, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But if it is a sad and depressing and low energy telethon, we will not raise that much money. And don't forget, if you want the snow cloak, the snowflake cloak from last year's telethon where they only raised 27,000, shroudmarketplace.com.
Yes. Now,
rarest
Drager, I concur with you. That's about an average these days, so I don't see a problem with us hitting that 65K mark. That's why I was curious to see what Jack's feelings were on 80K. Now,
if they make the release announcement, I expect us to be approaching that 80K.
Make the release a stretch goal? Yeah. I don't know about that.
Make the release announcement a stretch goal during the telethon. Like if we reach 80K, we will tell you when the release date will be.
If we reach 100K, we already got an 80K prize, so maybe that's the kicker for 100K when they need to come up with something.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I must apologize that the video from Big Beardy Gaming, the one we just played, is not a Valo video. It is a Big Beardy Gaming video.
Big Beardy Gaming. We said that. So, at least I said that.
I said Valo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Of course, I
expect
like
all
that
snarky stuff to be coming from Valo.
He's dressed in the winter clothes. If anybody remembers and if not, I will break out that video as well of DOD dancing on the NBNN lot, five guys dressed in drag. I mean, it is the funniest piece of video that I played last year.
Oh, yeah.
And we may have to break that out and re-release that as it may be, and maybe put that back on the
put it on the loop
for a couple weeks, for the holidays, because it's just nothing but funny, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing but funny. That's all. I tell you what. But moving right along.
Moving right along, we definitely need to talk about Chris's Shroud math.
Chris's Shroud math. That's right. We do have yet another update because Chris
Yeah.
did say that he was going to explain part of what he wrote the day before yesterday.
Good luck with that.
So Chris is trying to add more dirt to the mud pile, so that way everything is clear as mud.
Grit.
Yeah, so he's adding some more additional grit to try to clarify some things
Not
and
gritty
making them a
enough
little
for
bit.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
That
it's
corn
definitely
cob
not
just
gritty
needs to be a
enough,
little
Plain
rougher.
as mud. Yep,
Yeah.
plain as mud.
Yes.
You
So
dip
today's
that corn cob in sand, you get a little more grit.
Ouch. You're a sadist. Damn masochist.
next he's gonna like start talking about all
You
kinds
really
of
want to hurt
glass
you, dip
and
it in
things like
salt,
that.
man,
Oh, S&M, huh?
Okay, so
Cornstarch.
Love me and make it hurt. That's right.
Go ahead, Jack.
Moving right along.
Sorry for the digression.
yeah, so Chris did an update to his daily work blog. There is no stand-up corner for today, so we don't get to read that and interpret that, but we do get to interpret some TPS reports today. So as Chris starts off his post, bam! Tons of progress being made on performance. I think we won't get it all fixed this release, but we're definitely making some big leaps on speeding up the game loop code and reducing graphics with little or no downside. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so I promised a quick description of what a triplanar shader does for fun and as an Office Space tribute. I'll refer to this as a TPS for the rest of the day. And do you happen to have your TPS report?
I got a little TP, but I don't know about the S.
That song looks pretty shady.
No TPS report for you. So Chris really can't adequately explain what a triplanar shader is without explaining how the terrain system works. So first, why do games need a terrain system? Well, creating and simulating ground is tough.
Otherwise, we'd be flying. I don't know.
We need something that can render fast, is easy to edit, and doesn't take a ton of memory despite having to make up the bulk of outdoor maps. Solution, a terrain system. Unity is the most common style terrain system, which is a height map based system. So rather than storing as a bunch of polygons, instead it stores the elevation in a giant 2D array of points, much like a grayscale image. The higher the value at each point, the higher the elevation. This is pretty much like a grayscale topography map. For an example of one, here's what Australia would look like. Ooh, pretty. Bright, wide areas.
Pretty blur.
High elevation areas. The lower areas are darker and possibly desert-like, because we have no idea what it's really like in Australia, other than it's hot and the water goes the wrong way when you flush the toilet.
Beer.
Hate when that happens.
Anyways, the terrain engine uses the elevation of points to build lists of triangles by calculating in-game positions for the points and connecting the adjacent points. While this sounds costly, it is actually pretty fast and can be cached off, so it doesn't rebuild each frame. The beauty of using a system like this is that it also allows easy level of detail based on range from the camera. So imagine the grid is 512 by 512 elevation points. The engine breaks this up into 32 by 32 point chunks, so a grid of 16 by 16 chunks that are each 32 by 32 points. Huh?
Yeah?
Sounds like a
Shroud math.
5, 12, 32, 32, 16, 16.
So a grid of 16 by 16 of chunks.
or each 32 by 32 pixels, which are then
Points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something
For
like that.
chunks that are further away when it
believe
builds
me
its mesh
when
of
we tell
triangles
you
from the
Shroud
points.
math is evil. We are not joking, folks.
No.
Hey, whatever keeps Chris occupied and not
Yeah.
nerfing the combat system.
You wonder why Lord British married a rocket scientist? This is why, so he can keep up with the mathematics that they throw into this game. No, that is not true.
No. For chunks that are further away when it builds its mesh of triangles from the points, instead of using every point, it also uses every other point. For stuff really far away, maybe it only uses every fourth point. This greatly reduces the polygons that must be created to represent the points, which means we get much better performance. So, painting textures onto the terrain is also done with a giant grid. A set of textures is assigned to the map, and you can paint the textures onto the mesh with different weights. Very fast production speed and easy for artists to understand. There's a downside, though, which is due to both height and painting information being stored in a single 2D plane. If you have areas that have large vertical changes, that doesn't increase the density of the texture. So the result of all that is that cliffs and steep hills and shorelines end up with some weirdly stretched visuals on terrain systems.
Weirdly.
So the standard shader for terrains essentially only renders in 2D to one plane. And the results are then stretched into 3D. The triplanar shader applies textures fairly evenly in 3D without stretching stuff horribly. Image.
No
image.
I want my image.
So though the shader can do cool stuff, it is super expensive and was breaking our fallback methods for faster rendering. The fallback has now been fixed, so stuff at a distance will render with a fast shader, and the stuff up close will render with DPS reports. Therefore creating an unnecessary backlog of crap that will continue to render poorly. Yay.
There you go.
And now we have Reapers on the set.
I haven't even looking at this yet.
Oh, yeah, I just came back to see a Reaper walking across my screen.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Trent. That's a Trent. That's not a Reaper.
Oh, yeah.
Gix is bringing out the Christmas trees is what he's doing.
I don't think he liked us cutting down his cousin over there. That's what the problem was.
He ain't got no balls, though.
I think he's got a complaint.
Balls.
I just dribbled my Diet Dr. Pepper a little bit.
That's what I gotta do. I gotta break out my dad's Christmas balls song. That's right, because he's got giant Christmas balls.
Is it based off of an AC/DC song?
No, it's Christmas balls.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
waiting for my green screen to come down.
I have to play. Yeah, I have to play it for you. We'll throw that on the radio later on too. Once I dig that out.
Yeah. I've got big balls. You've
got a little
balls.
pussy. If you ain't got, big
He
balls,
got
you
the
a little
biggest.
pussy. Yeah.
Of balls of them all. Yes. Well, the pussy right now is playing with a green screen, so I'm waiting for it to come crashing down.
All right. Well, when that happens, we'll deal with that. So that is Chris's Shroud math and simplification, if you want to call that simplified, of what happens when they render the terrain and what's going on with the speed of loading, all that good stuff.
That was a waste of words there.
Do you think?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Just because you didn't understand it doesn't mean it wasn't worth it.
I understood.
All right. Well, then, what did it essentially say? What did you take away from that, Led Zepp? Would you enlighten me?
I took away don't trust in Unity. Next time, get another graphics engine.
Get a better graphics engine?
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to explain LOD systems and rendering points and things like that. So up close, it renders all the polygons. As it gets further and further, it renders like every other one. every fourth one, and then
Doesn't render what it
none
don't
of them.
need to.
Yeah.
Is basically what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and so so he's trying to like talk about like the mesh versus like, and the fact that the matte background in the distance is, hey, it's a matte background, kind of like an old school movie. Those were all painted things, and yeah, blah.
Blah.
Just read your graphics card information there if you want to learn that stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, is one of them things we still got to get people to understand is that their 4-year-old computer is not going to run these games efficiently.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
My 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How old is
4-year-old out of the box computer. Okay, do I really have to be, the one that came with, 4 gigs of RAM and an onboard video card and no cache and, a 5,000 spinny drive instead of a 720 spinny drive or SSD drive.
You're going back 10 years there. You're going back a long ways.
I really don't know what you're talking about, because the last time I bought an actual computer was a long time ago.
Yeah, thank you.
Mine all come straight from Newegg and parts.
Well, again, that's a
And
different
multiple
story.
shipments over the
for-
course of years.
For those of us who build and keep up or build a beast that doesn't have to be updated every 20 weeks, is my buddy shared a picture of an old E-machine in a group that we're in, and on the E-machine there's a label that says "Never be outdated again." You
Right,
can
I've heard
upgrade this
that.
machine for life, and it's
right.
E-machines who? Yeah, thank you very much.
That's only if you're willing to replace the motherboard, processor, RAM, and keep the case.
Actually,
it
it
works forever almost.
It was a pretty good
Exactly.
program for $99. It was the original lease your computer deal, and $99 every 2 years they would upgrade you to the latest greatest model is what it was. But
Wish they still had that.
well, again, E-machines who? Yeah, E-machines isn't even in business anymore.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Well, they're all made by one big company now, so that's another story. Unless you're building them.
China. And then we're just getting our parts from China.
Parts is parts.
Parts are parts.
That's right. E-machines and compact. Yeah, just got to download more RAM. That's right, Chris. Just download some more RAM. You'll be all right.
You need to take your hacksaw and make it fit in that slot.
Yeah.
Okay, so
If the little notch don't fit, just take a hacksaw and make a notch where you need it to fit.
exactly, yeah. And
That's right.
if you drill holes in your hard drive, it spins faster because those holes work as air vents and keep it cooler so that way it can spin faster.
Allows less air resistance, right? Because
It optimizes that.
Just look out for the CPU
do
when
not
you're
try
drilling.
this at home, kids. Do not try
And
this at home.
if you ever want to sterilize your iPhone, please put it in the microwave for 45 seconds.
Well, I was told that's how you fast charge it.
Oh,
will
and
it
Roy's telling
sterilize?
me-
Will it sterilize at the
Yeah.
same time? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Yes. And don't forget to remagnetize your hard drive with magnets before you hold it.
Before you
Yeah.
use them. That's right.
Yes. So, yes.
All right, we got a little bit of time. We want to jump to the big news of the day.
Questions?
No,
What, that telethon thing later today?
no.
What the big news of the day? The stuff happening on Shroud Marketplace?
The
What-
auctions that just opened up today for the Master of the Forge. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That pay-to-win thing that doesn't benefit anybody, and people are going to be beating everybody up because they bought a pretty sword.
You know what? Funny story, because I know for a fact that the person who bought the Dark Star set during the last auction hasn't worn it yet. It's just sitting in his house.
I wouldn't wear it either. That would be just,
Yes.
waiting to go up as a decoration on my lawn. That's
And
what that would do.
As someone actually said on the forums, they can actually make better +5 gear than the Dark Star set. But it's all good.
Yeah, I've
But
got
yes,
I've got a beautiful Lord British sword hanging on the wall inside the inn over there. If anybody wants to go look,
I have all my stuff is made by Guardian Spiff.
Yeah. Well,
That's the only gear I have.
and I believe I got a couple Dark Star items that I've gotten through time. That of course, during a couple of the seasonal holidays, the guys would come out and we'd have the Kill the Dev events, and they would just hand out some swords and stuff they made to anybody who opened to trade with them. So I really don't understand where everybody's coming off with this, because this is not a first, it's not a last.
No.
And
But you do have to go to shroudmarketplace.com. You can always click on auctions at the top, and I'll take you straight to the auctions. So that way you just see the auctions.
Could take everybody's mind off of all that if I can just remind them that Lord British gave me my own gold printing press at one point, and that pissed everybody to right the hell off. But they all forgot about that.
Wait! It wasn't a gold printing press. It was a gold coin stamp.
It was a coin stamp. It was a fucking printing press. For crying out loud. You make your own fucking
one-use die. That's all it was.
No, it was 1,000-use die.
Well, this was before. Yeah, this was before. This was one of the very first ones. Actually, it was one use, but anyway, everybody was pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to make gold. No, I got to hang on to an item that I didn't get to keep. I was helping.
How much was it? Was it just one gold?
You would take a
it
gold
was like
bar and it would make like
100
100 gold coins. Yeah.
Oh, 100.
And it would consume the press or the stamp once you used it.
You know what's winning the auctions right now is actually the Bodhi Arc collection.
Is it? Let's get that up on screen here again. I had the Master of the Forge up there, but let's get over to the proper
Shroud Marketplace.
Yeah,
ShroudMarketplace.com. Bodhi Arc collection is sweet because also it includes extra special things like the Dark Star cloak and some other items.
Bodhi Arc collection at $100 already. There it is.
Yeah. And Fex did not upload the extra stuff that comes with the Bodhi Arc collection.
$75 for the rock shield of
the
rock.
Shield.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yes. But don't forget, these are all end at different times. So pay attention to each of them.
He's matched at $100 for the Obsidian Reaper armor. Dark Star.
Yeah. So don't forget, end at random times on December 16th.
16th, that's right. Now, of course, for those of you wondering what this is doing, again, we've told you it's been posted in the forums, and we will remind you once again that this Master of the Forge is benefiting the Airy Fund. And yes, the Airy Fund is a 501(c)(3) non-for-profit charity. It is totally 100% tax deductible for any of your donations. So if you buy these items, you can donate deduct the cost of that donation as a charitable write-off, basically donating to the charity. Now, of course, over the past year, we put out the numbers yesterday, and it was like we raised $76,000 and gave away $70,000 back to other charities. But of course, we need to keep the lights on. We need to pay for web hosting. We need to pay for insurance. We need to pay for all sorts of things that a corporation and a non-for-profit needs to pay for. Now, since we don't have physical offices as of yet, and none of our board members get paid, those costs at this time are very minimal, and it took us less than $4,000 to run last year's expenses. But of course, we do have expenses, and we need to keep those lights on. Legal stuff, all the paper filings,
administration fees,
insurance, hosting, registration. all kinds of stuff.
Health benefits.
That's right. The physical
no,
goods that we ship out come out of our
paid
pocket.
vacation.
Again,
All the
none of
board
our board
volunteers.
members gets paid.
All
What? No
volunteer.
vacation time?
No
Sick
pay,
leave.
About
no
sick leave.
nothing. We're on vacation
Yeah,
all
sick
year
leave.
because we don't
Gotta
get
have sick
anything
leave.
out of this. We get the pleasure of helping our gaming community. That's what we're getting out of this right now. And I'm happy to be on the board of directors, helping raise awareness for those community causes out there that we do. And, somebody, again, when I started doing this and we came up with NBNN and Jack and I decided that we were going to do this 5 days a week, we were going to commit and make this what we do. If somebody would have told us we would be on the board of directors for a non-for-profit, we'd be on the air for almost 3 years now. We'd have won the awards that we've won and the accolades of the community. I would have told you were freaking crazy, okay? Straight up. I that's not me. I'm not going to be on the board of directors of some charity organization. Me? Hey, are you kidding me? I just want to sit here and sell my recall scrolls. Well, that's not the case. I became active in the community. NBNN and the WRFB have allowed us to reach out to the community in ways that we never thought before. And, it's become an integral part. And the Airy Fund was born of and born in Shroud of the Avatar. And we don't want to forget those roots. And coming up in the next year, we've got a lot of new partnerships, a lot of new direction, and you guys are going to love, hopefully, what we're going to be doing, helping not just Shroud of the Avatar, but other communities in need as well. So with that said, that's what this is for. And the folks at Portalarium have deemed our charity something worth supporting, just like all the other charities. We are a charity, folks. We are not a fly-by-night. We are officially registered. We have an EIN, tax ID number. We are a tax-exempt entity.
You could always search for it on
That's
the
right.
IRS's website.
So
yeah,
anybody has
there.
any of those questions, they've been addressed on not only the Airy Fund's website, they've been addressed on the forums. And if you want to know anything, you can ask any one of the board members. We'll be more than happy to tell you about it. And don't be surprised if we try and recruit you to get some free work out of your ass while we're at it. So, because this stuff takes work, indeed. So, great cause, great community effort. And, of course, the developers took their own time to do this, and there was a little cry on the strength of Darkstar's original weapons, which have been hence now traded out. But it's good, clean fun, people. That's all I gotta say, and it goes to a good cause, and it allows us to continue to help others. That's really what it comes down to. So, with that soapbox taken care of, how about we go hit a couple questions, get everybody all warmed up for today's telethon. What do you say, Jack?
Nope.
Nope.
Can't do it.
Not
Don't know
gonna
how
do
to do it.
Wouldn't be prudent.
What are you talking about? We have a telethon later today, and
I
there
don't know
might
what
be
you're
questions.
There may be a couple questions, but of course the latest update. 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 25 seconds left before the telethon.
So I think we've got time for 4 questions.
4? Just 4?
Yeah, I got to figure out where we were at first because I had to scroll up.
Yeah, I got where we were at. We were at. I can't read that name.
Bashin Boo.
Patient, yeah, that's
monkeys.
yeah.
Can
Hello
we
there.
Get numbers? Can we get numbers on the salvaging of T3 components out of stuff? % chance with GM skill level. Maybe. Is there any intent to implement more tameable pet variety? Yes.
Yes.
I would love a ranged damage pet or a healing one so they are again comparable to the elementals
Make
or
stabs
better.
and wands ranged again, please.
Well, actually, that'd be kind of cool if you like tamed the wisp and then it started actually casting like healing on you.
Isn't it supposed to do that already? Or is that's the water element?
Useless.
That's the water elemental. User interface suggestion. In addition to tell us what the skill does in 20 levels, please allow us to show what the skill does on the next level.
Doesn't it already do that?
So
If you hit K on your screen and look at the glyph on there, it should show you what. Well, no, it doesn't show you the next level. It shows you the next 20 levels.
Yeah, so it's one where you do have to kind of guess what you're doing. And why it shows the next 20 levels, anyways, is beyond me.
Yeah, I don't care about 20 levels from now. I care about the next level and whether it's worth putting time into the next level.
Oh, 20 levels is nice to know also.
Well, are you going to achieve those 20 levels right now? No.
Well, depends on what level you are. You can easily.
Is the tease when I'm sitting at 95 knowing what the next 20 levels are going to bring me? And I ain't going to achieve it for a year? No.
It's nice to know that. More information, the better.
Information overload. Just watch Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Drink milk. For everybody.
Yeah. Monkey Smack wants to know, when can we milk some cows? Because milk is very expensive.
What about goats?
Has he been to the grocery?
Has
he been to the grocery store lately?
Yeah.
Milk's not cheap, man. And yes, butter is even more expensive. Somebody comes up with that afterwards.
Yeah. Will artifact belts be masterworkable by tailors eventually?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. And then the Frost 2 wants to know about butter. Well, so we definitely need cows in order for Led Zepp to continue milking, as well as goats, and so that way we can actually make some goat butter and some cow butter, and besides the nut butter. So we need all of that, as well as the cheese making process.
Yeah, why can't we substitute nut butter for regular butter? Less calories. Good for your complexion.
Only if you take it in the face. Straight from the source.
You can beat my butter, but you can't whip my cream.
Yep. Yeah. And then, speaking of that, imagine that. Look what time it is.
It's that time of the day. That wasn't 4 questions.
No.
That was 5 questions.
Yeah. Look what time it is.
I know what time it is. Are you going to be able to get the weekend roundup done in that time? I guess we're going to have to find out and see, ain't we?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Let's see if I can find the right tab over here.
Flying insect in my house. What the fuck
Yeah,
is
I
this
got a
thing?
fly flying around here as well. Must be cousins. We're going to go dive bomb these guys. But that's right. Don't forget, if you want to follow Shrouded Avatar where you're not in game, you can get yourself a copy of the NBNN app available in the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. We've got all your electronic devices covered. And, of course, you've got things in there like the NBNN Daily Britannia, published 7 days a week with news from Shroud of the Avatar and beyond. You've got the marketplace where you can go shopping for all your virtual vendable goods, or you can go ahead and post some. You can come join us in Discord. You can listen to our podcast. You can tune into the radio. You can get into a flame war on the forums. All sorts of great links available right there inside the app. Especially great for the new user who wants to get acquainted and find out what's going on around the world in the palm of your hand. And, of course, that includes the NBNN community calendar hosted right here on NBNN.info. Go to NBNN.info, click on the calendars button, and it'll load up the Shrouded Avatar community calendar right here, giving you the list of today's and every day's events happening inside Shroud of the Avatar.
Don't forget that community calendar is an aggregate of all the available public calendars that Laz knows about. Remember, those are different public calendars that are all aggregated into one massive calendar. So if you have a Google public calendar that you want added to this list, email news@nbnn.info, and that guy will do something with it. Even if you're just want to add an event or two and you have a Gmail account, Laz will give you permission to add it to the NBNN calendar.
To the
all
Shroud
times on
Avatar
the-
community calendar.
No, the NBNN calendar is what you're going to add them to.
No, I'm going to add them to the Shrouded Avatar community calendar.
Yeah.
I'm not giving them access to the
Oh.
NBNN calendar. I'm not giving them access to the WRFB calendar. I'm giving them access to the NBNN Shrouded Avatar community calendar.
Yeah, the one that says Shroud Community Calendar.
That one,
that
yeah,
one right there.
hello.
The one that has 0 events on it. But,
That's
yeah.
the one.
Yes. So don't forget, all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia time.
Don't forget, Monday through Friday, you can always tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia and listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to.
WRFB.
A little show called Lunch with Us.
These guys.
At 7 p.m. this evening, you can always join Kazan Phoenix Fire or Malhari for Phoenix Republic PvE nights and go explore something. At 7 p.m. in the non-PvP town of Vengeance is Vengeance Madness. PvP in a non-PvP town. I wonder how that works. At the same time on your ether amplifier is Radio on Radio Free Britannia is the 70s
Free
at
Britannia.
yeah. Radio Free Britannia.
Radio Free Britannia.
Radio for Free Britannia. 70s at 7. At 9 p.m. is on hold. At 10 p.m. is the DJ Aline is going to be taking over Avatar's Radio for the Beat of Novia. At the same time on Radio Free Britannia is The Record Room, which takes us to Saturday, December 2nd, starting off early at 1 a.m. with the House of Omen.
House of Omen.
That's on Radio Free Britannia. DJ
Radio,
Omen
radio.
Crow. You
That
need
like
to buy his
pizza,
coffee
pizza?
so you can be up at 1 a.m. At 6 a.m. On Radio Free Britannia, you've got Wake Up!
Wake up!
New Britannia with Wolftam and Celine. At 10 a.m. on is the PAX Slayer general meeting taking place on their Discord,
AM
TeamSpeak,
edition.
something. Yes. 4 p.m. is the EVL Virtue League PvP tournament taking place in Virtue Oasis. Don't forget those fights begin about 4:30.
Coverage by Wayne Klotz, Action News reporter.
I don't see that on the calendar.
I'm telling you, it's got coverage by Wayne Klotz, Action News reporter.
Yes. At 8 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, Asclepius and Lord Baldrith are going to be doing Echoes from the Cavern. At 8:30 is the PAX Slayer general meeting, followed by the town of Novian Market holding their Noma promo. Promo, not proma.
Hey, I'm from Brooklyn, okay? Hush.
So if you're from Brooklyn,
Sunday.
Sunday.
At the Fair Park Coliseum.
We go
Can
to
I get a-
Sunday.
can I get a coffee?
Quarter.
Coffee. Okay, 1 a.m. Sunday, we do have in the town of Novian Market the Noma Promo Asia Edition. At the same time on Radio Free Britannia is the House of Omen with DJ Omen Crow at 6 a.m. on.
Crow while you're out there spending that gold.
That's right. 6 a.m. is in Novian Market is going to be the Noma Promo European Edition. At 9 a.m. on Avatar's Radio, DJ Striker Sparhawk is going to be taking over the airwaves for Lost in the Spaces, an eclectic flow of tunes. At noon in Novian Market, Noma Promo America's Edition. At 12 p.m. also in the town of Veritas Sanctuary is their bi-weekly public auction. Don't forget that is an auction that you do have to raise your hand in order to bid.
Now,
Do not salute truth, or you might end up winning
you
everything.
might end up with a big bill. I don't recall
Yes.
seeing that listed midweek, though. I think he's got that mislabeled. I think it's supposed to be bi-monthly.
Bi-weekly. That's going to be 12 to 2 in the Dragon's Main Market. Oh, yeah, it should be bi-monthly. It's not bi-weekly.
That's what I'm thinking. It's not bi-weekly. I think it's bi-monthly.
Yeah, it's bi-monthly. Yes. At
Have to let 'em know
12:30
about that.
in the town of New Britannian Market, you can always go to the museum there and join Bowen Bloodgood for astronomy night, followed by the fun stuff starting in the town of Barron's Reach, and that's the Bear Tavern pub crawl, because all great adventures begin in a pub somewhere.
That's
I mean,
right.
those lessons that you learn from D&D. Hey,
All
we're going
great
to the pub.
adventures.
And that's our weekend calendar for this December 1st through the 3rd in Shroud of the Avatar.
That's right. And of course, actually, funny thing, on my way to the office.
You stopped by the pub and you were given a quest.
No, is hang on, I just gotta open this up here. Gotta open it up. I actually saved a copy of this, so I figured I'd share it with y'all. The never obsolete PC. Just for giggles and grins.
Hold on.
Never obsolete.
It comes with lots of stickers.
Yeah, I see what you're doing there. Yep.
But of course, don't
Lies.
forget, thanks to the folks that keep us sponsored and help throw a little coinage our way, including those of you out there that donate. NBNN bringing you the latest news and entertainment and updates right here inside Shroud of the Avatar 5 days a week. And of course, you can go out to nbnn.info and click on the donate buttons there. You can go to twitch.tv/NBNN or /Cinestist and donate directly on our streams there. Or you can become a monthly supporter. Go to patreon.com/NBNN and get yourself some cool swag and some digital rewards by becoming a monthly supporter for as little as $1 a month. Of course, don't forget, Master of the Forge just kicking off today, and you can go out to the Shroud Marketplace, Airy Fun Shop, and start bidding on these Master of the Forge items. Do not forget, if you want to vote for the Master of the Forge, you need to go to the forums and just like the person's crafted item, more so than somebody else's, and the person with the most likes is going to win that Master of the Forge title. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. And yes, Arius Coilmore can make you a weapon that is quite comparable to all those other weapons you're seeing out there. So kiss my ass, all you haters out there. Pay to win is BS. Arius Coilmore make you a wand even better than some of that stuff. Or a stave, and I'll tell you what, I'm not just somebody here sits here and tells you about it. I'm also a client, again. We buy from the people who support us. Of course, Scrota's music service, I ain't paying nothing for that. It's Scrota, it's music, and it's a service. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out Market Road down in Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove, located in the Quell region right next to the town of Exeter for your mining convenience and pleasure. And of course, the town is now open to new residents. Anybody want to move in, open up shop, and start selling their wares out in Black Rock Cove is more than welcome. Go check the town out. And of course, for the latest in Adultima, go check out the Dewdrop Inn, located right across from the Stable Boy, right here in Owl's Head. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. If you want to get some t-shirts, some hats, some patches, and some other great stuff, hoodies, bumper stickers, you name it, Relics by Rill's got it. If you'd like to save a little money when you check out, use the promo code NBNN and you'll save 10% off your purchase when you check out at RelicsByRill.com. WRFB, bringing you the latest in entertainment throughout the week right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And, of course, last but not least, got to get a couple minutes in on the Shroud Marketplace. Shroud Marketplace hosting the Airy Funds auction. And, of course, the latest and greatest in digital goods out there.
Yeah, don't forget, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go for all of your Shroud of the Avatar needs. Every single vendor is a different player. There's over 85 different player vendors that are registered on Shroud Marketplace. Every single one's responsible for setting their own prices, maintaining their own inventory. They get paid as soon as you pay the bills.
That's right.
Don't forget, you can always check out the different shops, including the extra special Airy Fund shop, and all that stuff is under the auctions. But anything and everything is available
Most
on
of that
Shroud
stuff
Marketplace.
is showing up on the front page today, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
really don't have
Oh,
to
yeah.
flip to it. And so you guys can just go out there and check it out. Again, don't forget, if you want to check out all the stuff, go to the auctions tab right there and click on that, and that'll show you all the items that are up for auction.
All the auctions. Don't forget, anything and everything is available on Shroud Marketplace, from accounts to game gold to Crowns of the Obsidian, all the way to artifacts and rares to services. Anybody, if you're offering in-game services, you can list those on Shroud Marketplace. As long as it's not going to get you banned, it's fine.
That's right.
Anything and everything on Shroud Marketplace, from cheese sign writing from Wolfram Shop to Skirta's music service thing, where $5 gets you.
Anything you want.
And even if you're looking for an in-game wedding, you can always contact that guy.
This guy, Weddings and More by Laz. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. And yeah, Led Zepp, if you don't want to sit through all the commercials, all you got to do is donate about $100. Donate about $100 a month, and we'll cut out the commercials. How about that?
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Right?
As you donate
Don't
$100 a month, I'll cut out the commercials. How's that sound?
Yeah. Don't forget, you can always register for a vendor account, start selling your stuff on Shroud Marketplace. Just go to register, then on the left-hand side, vendor registration, and it's free to list your items. And then from there, it's like, yay.
That's
anything
right.
and everything.
All you got to do is wait for them to sell.
Yeah, that's right. Don't forget, we do have to thank the most important people around here. That's you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us on Twitch, YouTube, listening on Radio Free Britannia, and especially those joining us in Discord. Yay.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, especially you guys who watch in replays. This way you guys can keep up on the latest and greatest news out there. For all you guys out there in chat today, commenting and keeping things lively, thank you all. And, of course, Jack's got to run right now. He's got to get down to the offices so that the live stream will take place. Otherwise, they'll never get that thing on the air. But
they'll do something.
They'll figure it out. But we'll be back Monday with more right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't forget to donate and get your swag. And we'll see you all on Monday.